hello, everyone, and welcome back to Psychology Eats. So, what's eating you? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to this live show. Welcome. Let me get this right. Let me do this. Let me do that. Hi, D Reacts. Hello. Hello, everyone, anyone, and everyone out there. Ooh, let me turn the air on in this core. It's hot. Hi, Karen. Hello, and hello again. Ooh. I'm back in the car, y'all. I'm in the car. And George was here, so he might jump on the car again. I don't know. He was just out here when I was outside. Hi, Yolanda. So he might make an appearance on the car. Let me go over here and see if he over in this section. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me see if I see him. Nope, I don't see him. All right, I'm going back. Y'all. I'm going back. Oh, move now, George. Don't do it. George was here earlier. He came to eat, and then he was outside playing around a little bit. I do have a little video because he was inside these plants. So I'm going to post it, but I don't see him. We'll see if he jump on the car tonight. I mean, after I cussed him out, I would think he wouldn't. But, he is from the streets, and he's for the streets. But anywho, what is everyone up to? What is going to be my topic tonight? Let me see. I need to come up with a topic. Let me see. Topic. Well, I know I haven't gone live in a couple of days, but I ain't really crazy about going live all the time anyway. But I am trying to go live more because I did join Yo-Yo Streamer University, although I've already missed multiple days. But I'm proud of myself for even doing as much as I do it because I don't go live that often. Hello, Amanda. And so I'm glad I am have a reason to go live because I'm in the challenge. So that's why I'm going live. It is a lot to talk about. Is there a lot to talk about? Y'all want to get into, let me see, because I don't know, because I'm from different sectors, so I never know who's in here and what sector you are from. So I can real quick say about with the mukbang sector, there's really nothing new. There's as far as Lips and production and rest in peace to Lips, all of that. Really nothing new going on as far as production. I said in my last video that, hi Kimberly, that we won't know anything, for the next couple of months once his case goes to the grand jury. So it's really just waiting to see what happens with that. Will the grand jury pick up the case, dismiss the case? What are they going to do? So that's really it as far as that's concerned. But I will keep, checking and looking and lurking on that situation. Now, if you know me from doing commentary on Peach, oh, wow. I know, how we do commentary over here on YouTube on Peach is so different than how they do it on TikTok because TikTok videos are so much quicker, 30 seconds, 15 seconds. Over here, we do a 5-minute to 10-minute video. And so you get the more long-winded video over here. But on TikTok, they just go in for the kill. 15 seconds, 30 seconds, say what they got to say, and keep it moving. So there is a lot of commentary over on TikTok about Peach, You know, those quick videos, and they dragging the shit out of it pretty much. Pretty much. Like they dragging whore. Could y'all thumbs up the live, please? You know, and then some reactors, you know, they bring it over here so that y'all can see, because I know a lot of people who are on YouTube aren't necessarily on TikTok. The same thing with Snapchat. If something was going on and it was only posted on Snap, I would never know anything about it, because I'm not on Snap. I'm not on X either, Twitter. I'm not over there, but you know, from what I understand, it's a lot going on over there too. But as far as, you know, people who know me from doing content on Peach, uh, I might do a Peach every 8 days, 7 days. I mean, it's not crazy. So I'm eating my salmon and rice. Oh, are you? Oh, that sounds good. I made spaghetti tonight. Yeah, but other than that, you know, I am about to do a video, and I keep saying I'm gonna do a video. I don't know why I feel like I want to do this video, and I mentioned it in another live that I was gonna do this video on this family that are caretakers to their father, Ed, and a couple of y'all said y'all were familiar with that family, and so I just found out some very interesting information about them. And I got to put together a video. I'm going to do it tonight and then put it out. Now, it may not reach. I hope it reaches and gets to the right people who watch them and then they want to hear the commentary. But, yeah. I know. I love spaghetti. I love spaghetti the next day or two afterwards, too. It get better. And here's the thing, like my spaghetti, I don't like a lot of. Did y'all just see him? I don't. That was somebody on a 4-wheeler. I don't like a lot of spaghetti sauce, and so I don't make it with a lot of spaghetti sauce. And the people that were eating with me tonight was like, "Why is it so dry?" And I said, "Mommy, you either eat it or you don't, because I don't have no McDonald's money." So, woo! Yeah, Karen, I'm going. I think you said you were familiar with that family. Now, Karen, are you? Because I read tonight, because you know they post everywhere, and everywhere they post, they get hate. I'm going to say my title for the video is going to be the most hated caretakers on social media, because they really are. People hate them. And now I found out why. Okay, so I'm gonna say it here, but what? Okay, correct me if this ain't right. Okay, so you know that Ed, the father who has dementia, was married twice. He was married to Joanne, who is the father of Dan, and then he married another lady, which I can't remember her name. She died of cancer. Karen, wait till I tell you this part. The second wife, guess who her daughter is? Guess who the daughter is? I'm on Instagram, but I don't be over there like that. Guess who the daughter is of Ed's second wife? You're going to gag. You're going to gag. Y'all, I'm waiting for Karen to see if she know. Ed was married twice. Dan is from his first wife. He had a second wife. He had a son with the second wife, Josh. They had Josh together. Not the daughter-in-law who takes care of him. Bingo! Karen. Dan and Danielle are stepbrother and sister. Now married for the last 25 years. Danielle. Oh, D, we don't make collard greens in the summer. That's some winter food, girl. Karen, this is why people hate. This is why people hate them. I couldn't understand why they get so much hate. Yes. I don't know at what age did they meet, how long did they know each other, but here is what didn't make sense. The other night Danielle did a short video with Ed, and Ed asked her, "How long have I known you?" And Danielle said, "My whole life." Girl, they ate her up in the comments. They ate her up in the comments. So my video on that is coming. I got to speak on it. Girl, you can't get no collard greens this late. They ain't even growing right now. They might be growing down in the south somewhere, but we Jerseyans, we can't do it. Not in the winter. In the summertime, we don't eat collard greens. I'm lying. Some people do, but we don't. My family, we don't really make them like that. Really? On Monday? I know my aunt just made some, and my other aunts were telling me how good they were. So I'm lying. I don't know if they was fresh. I'm sure they were, because we usually only eat the fresh ones. We only eat the fresh ones. Do y'all eat oh my God, my mom just made some for my cousin. Okra? Y'all eat okra? I can't do okra. Especially if you like your okra slimy. I like mine, if I'm going to eat it, which I'm not, but it would have to be fried hard. Hi, Yolanda. Yeah, but okra is popular where, in Jersey, southern Jersey. Okra and tomatoes, corn on the cob, all that. Tomorrow I'm having we getting blue claws. I like my blue claws. I'll probably have them already cleaned and seasoned. And gumbo, yeah, but in gumbo they still too slimy. The okra, yeah, I can't do it. I use ham hocks with my mustard and cabbage greens mixed together. Oh, we did too, but then a lot of us switched that out to like turkey. Blue crab is so good, but they got to be big. So I got to call the spot tomorrow. This spot where I go to get my blue claws, I mean, there are many different places. Like growing up, we went to the ocean, and I mean, we would crab ourselves. But if you didn't want to crab and you needed like a bushel or whatever, we would go like to the ocean to get them. Like people would sell them, close to the bay and stuff like that. But crabs have really, like, we had demolished the market so bad and out to sea that they really had to get the crabs to grow again because they were so little. Oh, I love. If I go to Maryland, I definitely get the crabs. I'm going straight to Damn it, what's the name of Phillips? I love Phillips. I love Phillips for the last 20 years. Gotta go to Phillips if you in Maryland. Um, but this spot that I go to, and I've done a video on them. Oh my God, they seafood. It ain't nothing but a little shack on the side of the road. It is literally a little shack. It ain't as shackish as it used to be, but it's still basically a shack on the side of the road, and their food is so good. Are you familiar? Oh, y'all, here come George. Here come George. Are y'all familiar with J.L. Jupiter? He's a food reviewer in Philadelphia area. He do Philly, New York, Delaware, like around that way. Look at George, y'all. Hold on. You see him? There him go. His girlfriend just rolled by. That's why he's... I'm so afraid George gonna get hit by a car, child. Be laid out right in the street. I'll just get a shovel and drag him in the yard and dig a hole. Ah! George, get out of the street. He in this, look. He in the street. See him? See him? Walking across the street and walking slow as hell. And knowing these kids out here on these four-wheelers, they gonna bump right over top of it. Boop. Oh, my mother gonna be devastated. Yes, I do, but Darius Cooks is my favorite. Oh, I can't do Darius. You know why? Because Darius had did somebody real dirty, one of my favorite content creators. Him and Darius had an affair, and he did him dirty, and I just can't do Darius no more. Darius be really out here scamming people, allegedly. But he did my boy dirty, so, And he been dragging him ever since. Darius is a trip. No, not Darius. This is more of a local. His name is J.L. Jupiter. And if you live in the tri-state area, he is somebody you want to follow if you're a foodie, because he goes to all the local spots. But I've been emailing him and telling him to go to my seafood spot, because he's going to love it. They're right below the Delaware Memorial. No, yeah, I guess you could say that. They're about 20, 30 minutes from the Delaware Memorial Bridge. I know my sister loves Darius, and I don't mind Darius. But after one of my boy favorite YouTuber told me how Darius dogged him, I said, "Oh no, Darius, I can't do you did him like that." Tabitha has me wanting to be a vegan child. We done with Tabitha. My sister was the biggest Tabitha supporter. I mean, she had all Tabitha's clothes, her bags, her food. Tabitha could tell my sister to go eat a leaf off a tree. She'll be like, "Oh, Tabitha is telling everybody to eat a leaf off." Like, she loved Tabitha. But when Tabitha said that we should keep going to Tarjay, after what Tarjay did and said, girl, my sister, if I bring her something with Tabitha on it, she'll burn it to the ground. Protect Tabitha at all costs. Target did her dirt. Did they get rid of all her stuff? See how she stepped out and trying to support them, and did they do her dirty? Because, we done with Tarjay. Done. I was never a big Target shopper anyway. But when they would do their little African American February designers, I would always go and buy something, like a bag or a t-shirt. But now, hell no. Her seasonings are good. God knows I need some seasonings. Lord, I can't season worth of shit. Girl, I think my sister threw hers in the garbage. She loved Tabitha. And Tabitha's little YouTube cartoon is really good. Kids love it. I just watched one of her videos where she was showing her garden. Yeah, but Darius told her to get a website and do it on her own, but she chose Target. I guess it's just easier, just like with B Love's Life. Oh, y'all, George back. The hell? Just like with B Love's Life, like, she went through Amazon initially to sell her seasoning pack, but I think what happened is they take such a big percentage that you're not really seeing it takes the work out of it for the seller, but you're going to give them a big portion of it. I bought some B-Love sauce for my seafood boil party. Was it good? I never bought her seafood boil concoction packet. I never bought it. But I think if you want to take home more of the profit, for Beloved, I guess it just made more sense for her to open up her own warehouse and just go warehouse to consumer and take out the middleman, even though she still has her product on Amazon and other places. I guess that's what Tabitha didn't want to be bothered with that. Just let Target sell it and give me my 20% and I'm good. I'm going to be a millionaire regardless. I don't have to do no shipping. That's the thing, you know, you don't have to do the shipping. You don't have to deal with the client. I mean, the customer. Honestly, if I had a product, I'd probably do the same thing. It's just easier to, in my opinion. Now, I don't have businesses like that. I don't know. But I just don't want to see myself in the warehouse packing up orders. I just don't want to do that. But, hey, at least they got products that somebody want to buy, you know what I'm saying? They actually have a product out there that somebody want to buy. So, anyway, let's talk about the peach patch. So, peach, like I said, like it's a lot of dragging of peach over on TikTok, but here on YouTube, you know, people are still talking about the children and youth. My concern about the children and youth thing, I've never been a big fan of children and youth. Oh my God, hold on, y'all. Y'all hold on for a second. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh my God, thank God. My friend's dad has dementia and he's been missing for 2 days. He walked away from the house. They found him. Oh, Jesus, thank you, God. Oh my gosh. He's alive. Jesus. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. I was trying to get his picture on the news. Oh, okay. All right, so we don't have to do that. He's home. Oh my God, I know he's dehydrated. He's been gone for 3 days. Do a mukbang pee and react on a video. Nobody has done it. React on a video. You know what? I don't have the wait a minute. I wonder if I could probably do that with StreamYard. Like you have, like we be like playing a video, but you gotta be so careful with playing somebody's video. Oh, you gotta be so careful with that. I don't want to be struck. That's why I don't do it. I don't want to be struck. I don't. Even if you did like news clippings, like I watch Funky Dineva, and his live show is basically him pulling articles. No, he don't really play videos. He don't. He just has still shots, and he reacts to those. And that's probably the safest way to do it. No, don't play the video. Just eat until, oh. That was my original plan for my channel. That was my original plan, but I don't plan meals out like that. I just eat whatever I feel like eating a day. It just never worked. That was my original plan, that I was going to mukbang and talk about psychology. So that's why I never did. I do have some mukbangs on my channel. If you go way down the video links, I was mukbanging. I've mukbanged seafood boils. I mukbang like trending things like McDonald's might have came out with, or Chick-fil-A. Like I'd mukbang stuff like that. I've done mukbangs. I wouldn't do regular mukbangs though. I'm too inconsistent. I wouldn't do it. And I definitely wouldn't do like no big ass pile of food. I wouldn't do that. Like Nick Avocado. Like I don't know, he gonna blow his whole stomach out because of your commentary on Walt and your What's Eating You intro. Y'all had me talking about Walt so bad the other night. Remember we was talking about Walt? I dreamed about Walt. I had a whole dream about Walt that night. What was me and Walt talking about? I dreamed about Walt. I know I was like, I can't believe, even in my dream, I was like, I really can't believe I'm sitting here dreaming about Walt. Because we talked it up. Walt needs you. Cindy killed the child. Oh, God, she did. She did. They could have been. They could have been way bigger. They really could have been. And all they really had to do was just come on and sit at that table together and eat. That's it. Because they don't. But neither have. They don't have the gift of gab really. So don't get me wrong. Cindy can roast a bitch, but they don't have the gift of storytelling. You know, it just it wouldn't have come across like that. They could have been more of quiet mukbangers, but they could have did way more. My mom has dementia. She left the house, and we had to put a special lock on the door. The problem with that, with this particular case, he becomes aggressive, and then they tried the tags in his shoes, but then he would wear different shoes. Then they tried sewing the tags in his clothes. Um, then that didn't work. Like that, I know. My dad had dementia, and thank God. Like honestly, we were glad that he wasn't able to walk. His knees were shot, and sometimes he would say he was going somewhere, and then when he would try to stand up, he remembered his knees weren't going anywhere. And so he wasn't a wanderer. But we had a lady at my church like 5, 10 years ago. Her family had put her in a memory care facility because nobody could take care of her because she was a wanderer. And because she was so lucid, she like convinced a visitor to let her out. Like she was like, yeah, I got to go to my car. And they let her out the facility, and she walked not even a mile away, and they found her several days later. She had passed away in a field. So when they walk, it's a problem. Yeah. I know I used to criticize people, especially, in the black community, we always say we'll never put our family in nursing homes. And that was always the rule of my family. Since I was a little girl, I remember everybody saying that. Like you can never put your parents in a nursing home, and my cousins all got the same message. We can never put our so that was never an option in our head. It was never an option. We grew up like that. But my dad got sick. We just really rallied around him because we just said like a nursing home is never going to be an option. And when he needed to go for rehab, and the rehab wouldn't let me stay, and I was so upset. I was like, I want him out of here because I wanted to, stay with him or whatever. Then it was a mess. I never talked about what was going on with me like those months, but it was bad. My dad just passed in February, but for 7 months prior to that, we were going through it. We were going through it bad. My mom too, she hit me so much. Oh, my dad beat us up. But he wasn't too bad with me. My dad, he was kind of weak, so I was like, you're not hurting me. But my friend's dad is much stronger. And because he was an athlete and he walked and he played golf, and so now in his 80s he's strong. He don't have no high blood pressure, nothing. My dad was more sick, and so he didn't have that kind of strength. Do you take care of her by yourself, Sabrina? Oftentimes you find that it be one or two caregivers. My cousin took care of her mom basically by herself for like over a decade. And it wore her down. And now I understand why. But I didn't have to do it by myself. I have sisters, and we just did what we had to do for my dad. And my mom. You know, my mom is good, though. So she called CPS on herself. I don't think she did. I don't think she called CPS on herself. I don't. She's annoyed by CPS. And so I don't think she would bring them into her space because she already know what that's going to look like, especially if they decide that, you know, she's not the best for her children. So I don't think she play games like that. I don't. Um, I don't know who called and for what reason. It could have been when she took the kids to the hospital. You know, a nurse could have said, this lady can't handle all these kids. You know, look how they act. I remember one time I had called children and youth on a family, and I was cool with the family. Cool meaning they liked me and I was cool with them. But I was the therapist to the mom. And the mom was using drugs, and the dad was dipping and dabbing. But anyway, so after like several months of trying to get them together, and I didn't want to call the children and youth on them, but the school wouldn't do it. And I'm like, the kids barely come to school. They look ridiculous. They wild as shit. They have no training. So finally, I was like, I'm calling children and youth. Like, this family is in need of services. Not even to get the kids removed. That wasn't what I wanted. But I just wanted to shine a light on this family. They're pretty much fucked up. So children and youth, this is how I'm tell you, any phone call that you make to children and youth is recorded. And they verbatim will read that call back to the family, word for word. So I have a certain way I speak. And so I've said to the family, girl, your kids are wild. Like, they would come to my office and tear the shit up. And so when children and youth, because of course immediately after I told them who I was, they took the call more serious. Like, damn, because they had got a call from the school, and I don't know why they didn't take them serious. But anywho, so they called I made the phone call, told them what I said in the phone call of my concern. I said the children are so wild. Right there, the family knew it was me because I guess I'm the only one who told them how wild their kids are. So they came in to see me, and they was like, children, you came to the house and they said the kids are so wild. Did you call them? I said, they are wild, though. I said, they wild everywhere. That could have been from anybody. Basically, I'm trying to backpedal my way out of it. But long story short, those kids were removed from that house and adopted with another family. Now, did I have some guilt feelings about that? Not really. Because they was really using all kinds of drugs around them kids, and it was doing the most. And the kids was actually adopted by a nice same-sex couple. Yep. Damn. But getting back to what we were talking about, I was just giving you an example of why I don't believe Peach called, because if she did, they take the call. And once they hear her and then talk to her, they will put two and two together and be like, Peach, bitch, is this you? So no. In conclusion, no. Florida doesn't play. She better get it together or move to another state. Even if she moved to another state, they still can track her. Oh, believe me, I live in PA and I've lived in Jersey. PA and Jersey flip-flop all the time. Those parents run to Jersey parents run to PA. PA parents run to Jersey or Delaware, neighboring states. They have what we call collaborative agreements. And so they share information with each other. So that doesn't work. Moving does not work. Moving does not get, I don't want to kick this window down. Moving does not get them off your ass. It doesn't. As a matter of fact, it'll probably get you in more trouble. Hey, Ronnie. I don't know. She teach them how to cuss. They all can cuss real good. Allegedly. Supposedly. They're just going to be untrained, unmanageable adults. Really. And that's going to be her burden to deal with. It really is going to be her burden. I wouldn't play with children and youth like that because she has no eye. Like, there could be this one judge who is going, no, it starts at the social worker level. So they get the call, they send, the community-based person out, they go back and tell the supervisor. The supervisor could be on her shit that day or his shit and be like, I'm taking it to a judge. That's it. They go to the judge. They get the judge to the order the removal. They go to the kid's school and they snatch them up. They go to the school and they snatch him up. I think she's an incompetent mother. I think she is definitely an incompetent mother. I think she could do things differently. We don't know everything because we're not there. But what she shows us, it's very much her and E. Kane. They run neck to neck with being a horrible mother. So is she going to get her kids taken away? I think if this stuff keeps happening, eventually they're going to take them. And I'm going to hate that for them. They will take them and they're going to split them up into multiple homes. First, they're going to ask Tracy. If Tracy got a clean record, she can get them. If Wood's mama got a clean record, she can get them. Wood's sister, whoever. They're going to go to family first. But if they all say no or they're not able to do it, then they're going to find like 4 or 5 foster homes that can take them. Peach will be able to get them back, but she's going to have to do the work to get them back. And that's probably going to look like therapy, parenting classes for her and Wood with drug testing along the way. That's it. And they're going to keep them for 30 to 60 days before they go back to court. So you're going to have 60 days of your kids being spread out. Yeah, she's going to be able to visit. It's a mess. It's the way she was like trying to use her Cindy voice. I was like, girl, you think this is a fucking joke. It's really not. You got too many calls. They're going to eventually take action. I could see it. I could see it. Yep. They're going to take action. If they do, it's going to traumatize their kids for life. Can you imagine? Legally, the only kids that got to stay together are the twins. Legally. Thanks to President Clinton. I mean, he signed an executive order for that. Unless Trump's dirty ass has flipped that. Hopefully he'll never even know it exists and he'll leave that the fuck alone. But the twins cannot be separated. But everybody else can be separated. Everybody else can be separated. They try their best to keep kids together, siblings, but it never works out because many of the siblings, it's just a whole dynamic when it comes to foster care. Some families only want certain ages. Some families only want this. They only want that. Da-da-da-da-da. Blah, 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 blah. And so trying to keep 9 children, you can never keep 9 children in the same home. Ever. Because foster homes are only supposed to have 6 kids in the household. That's including birth kids. So they would never find a home for all them kids, 9 kids. Nope. Nope. Could you imagine how traumatized they would be? She needs a career. Well, I mean, social media is now looked upon as a career. I mean, I think people still don't understand, we still, I think you can look at social media as a career because there are many people who are making a whole bunch of money. But in order to structure it like a career, you have to have certain things in place. You know, you need to LLC. You need to, you know, buy insurance. You got to really structure it and not look at it like a money grab that can end. And then what are you left with? Yeah. You know, she makes plenty of money to buy into Obamacare. But I guarantee you, she's not the only content creator without insurance. They don't see the importance in having it. They just don't. And so they don't buy into it until something crazy happens. It's the same thing with celebrities and actors. They don't have insurance unless they buy into the Actors Guild. Hold on for a minute. What's wrong? They found us a stamp. I know. I'm on live, but how you know? She posted it. She just told me. She texted me. Did she leave? Did she say what happened? Like where he was? They would say where he was, Tiara. Hold on, y'all. I'll call her. She's driving down south right now. He must be so dehydrated. Oh my God. I mean, a 9 to 5, especially a work from home job, she would be able to clean up her credit and buy a home. I just can't see Peach working anywhere with her mouth and demeanor. EK has less subs, but hefty numbers are better than Peach. And EK is trying to educate herself too. Poor thing, done been in and out of college. She gonna have to leave college again because she pregnant again. But she sees the end game. She sees it. She was like, if this don't work, or I get canceled, or I'm not making the same money. I think for E. Kane, although I think she does have a plan and she does put her money up and she wants to educate herself, unfortunately for her, her baby father is dangerously violent, and statistically, in the way that he violates her and assaults her, I'm really afraid that is going to end in a Erder ooey eye. Damn. In an Erder ooey eye. If y'all know what I'm saying. I feel like that is going. Not only do I feel like that, based on their behaviors and the way that they both think and act, that relationship, in my opinion, hopefully it doesn't, will end in an Erder ooey eye. I love McKenna too, and I hate the name drop, but I love them. I don't know the McKennas. Diddy will have a mistrial. What you think? Diddy is not, he's going to be found not guilty. That's what I think. And the only reason why I think that is because they are playing up to his sexual deviance, which they aren't he's not on trial for that, for being a freak. And trying to put together a RICO charge on, now here's the example. Let's say me and my husband like to get down and have threesomes and shit. And there's a particular person who is a sex worker that I like, and her name is Janet. And so Janet lives in LA. And so I called Janet, you busy this weekend? Come to Atlantic City. We want to get down with you. I pay for her to come to Atlantic City. I give her money after the deed is done, and she go on home. That's what the hell they trying to say is a RICO charge. Is that really a RICO charge? I can't wait till the Chrisley show comes out. They got pardoned, I know. And Mr. Chrisley is he came out swinging on Trump. He came out swinging, baby. He was like, you know what's going on with the Negroes in prison, you motherfucker. Free R. Kelly just practicing Trump says, heck no, nah, they ain't gonna do that. Do I think R. Kelly deserves to get life in prison? No, I don't. Do I think he's a sexual deviant? Yes, I do. Hey, Pepper Girl. Good evening. Unfortunately, I think Peach wants to happen. The reason I say this is because someone told her on a live one day, she said, what? They'll take my kids and I will film me getting them back. I still don't think she called. And if she did call, they have the recording. Unless she used her Cindy voice. And a trained ear can see that was Peach. I don't think she called. And she don't have no friends. Who gonna do it for her? And Will can't talk. They would have never even understood what the fuck he was saying. She has nobody that will do it for her. She don't have a friend in the world. I was just at the Jersey Shore yesterday. I was in Atlantic City yesterday. Eating a funnel cake and walking up the boardwalk. So I don't believe that she calls. If she calls, I don't know what voice she's using. I'm telling you, they record the calls. So, nah. Because this last call was saying medical neglect. She wouldn't do that. Allegedly. If she did, she a damn fool. If she did, she a fool. And it ain't gonna be getting them back. Let me tell you something. And a lawyer don't work in family court. Not on the side of foster care in the court. I've seen families who were wealthy and got their kids taken away from them for neglect or whatever was going on, hired a lawyer, and that lawyer couldn't do nothing. Nothing. I'm going to Jamaica in July at girls trip, so I will watch your videos for that. Girl, I love Jamaica. I'm so mad people had me thinking Jamaica was horrible and never go. And I went to Jamaica and I said, they lied on you, Jamaica. Now, hell, I wasn't in Kingston. But I said, they lied on you, Jamaica. I'm having the best time. Jamaica is awesome. The watermelon is so good now. Is it? Because I got some in the refrigerator right now. I didn't even taste it. I like water. I love watermelon. I love watermelon. Seedless, seeds, all that. I had to get out of the habit of not putting salt on my watermelon, though, because that was a bad habit. But that's a South Jersey thing. Because we always had gardens, so we would just go in the garden, get a watermelon, open it, eat it, open. We'll go get tomatoes, wash them off, put salt and pepper on them, eat them just like that. Yeah, I wish I could take you. I would be cracking up. Girl, I loved Jamaica. You're going to have fun. But be careful if you go down to that river, honey, where they be rubbing all that white powder all over you. And that massage is getting nastier and nastier. Now, I didn't do that. Let me tell you, when I went to Jamaica, I went to that river or whatever, where they do like you go down the river on the raft and whatever. They put all that white soap or whatever they got going on. I got so caught up in the homeless dogs that I was like, come here, puppy. And feeding the dogs and playing with them. I was like, I wish I could put you in my bag. So, Don Julio all weekend in Jamaica. Oh my God, y'all gonna turn up. My favorite in Jersey is corn, tomatoes, and watermelon. All of which better be at this crab fest tomorrow at my cousin's house. I need to call to make sure we still doing it. Blue claws, yes, I can't wait to crack them. I think I'm gonna get them cleaned and deshelled, Because I don't even want to spend time cleaning them. I don't want to spend the time cleaning them. I want them already clean, seasoned, butter, garlic sauce. Yep, I'm getting butter, garlic sauce, corn. That's it. I might go get some boiled eggs too. Do I want boiled eggs? I just watched somebody do a boiled egg mukbang. Oh my God. It looks so good. So good. I love crabs, mussels. I don't do the mussels. I don't do mussels, but I definitely do crabs. I was just at Red Lobster a couple of days ago. I tore that animal's feast down. Yup, I tore that thing down to the ground. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to go because I really want to call my friend and find out where daddy was for the last 3 days. Is he in the hospital? What is happening? Because, no, I got to find out what happened with him. No, I don't like crawfish. That's a waste of time. Oh my God, that's a waste of time. But y'all, thank y'all for coming into the live, and I will talk to you later. Bye.